Hey Aquarius, what's going to happen in this Aquarius lunar cycle? The Aquarius lunar cycle starts on February 17th and goes until March 18th when we have the new moon in Pisces. Stick around for what to expect with specific dates, and like, subscribe, and share this with anyone you know who may be interested in living their life more in line and in sync with the universe. Aquarius, this new moon on February 17th isn't just a new moon, it's a new moon eclipse. You'll be feeling the energy build about a month beforehand, and the week before you're really going to feel that pressure. So this eclipse is unique. The majority of the planets, all but two, are in the signs of Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. There's not as many contacts this month, but what's going on is powerful. This eclipse is part of what's going on that is super important. So this eclipse is in your sign, Aquarius. The planets Mars and Pluto are also there. You are feeling extremely motivated and determined, probably a little bit controlling. You may be feeling like it needs to be your way or else. Venus and Mercury are together in Pisces. This is your second house, the house of finances. So your mind is definitely on your money, making more money, keeping it organized. It can take weeks to months for eclipse energy to play out. So this will not just be on that day we're feeling the energies. It will continue to play out, and you will continue to see these effects as the weeks and months go on. This eclipse is at 28 degrees, 50 minutes of Aquarius. Any planets in your natal chart that are in the last 5 degrees of any sign is really going to be feeling this, and that's going to be the area of your life affected the most. So check out your natal chart, see where it is affected by this eclipse. Then on February 18th, the sun moves into Pisces. So this is your second house. This is part of your yearly cycle, Aquarius. The sun is shining at the spotlight on your finances, on your family values. This is just the time of year that you focus a little bit more on money. The eclipse has set this up with Venus and Mercury there anyhow. This is part of your yearly cycle whenever the sun enters Pisces. Then on February 20th, Saturn and Neptune conjunct. That's the term we use when two planets come together, their energies blend. So we have been feeling these energies build up for the past week or so. Saturn is the planet of structure. Neptune doesn't like structure. It likes to dissolve boundaries. This Saturn and Neptune conjunction is in the sign of Aries. So Aries is an impulsive energy anyways. Saturn is not at home in Aries. Neptune is not at home in Aries. So Aries is all about action, going forward, attacking, going after it before thinking. Saturn likes to plan. Saturn likes to have structure. And Neptune just wants to feel things and be sensitive. Neither of these planets are at home in Aries, and they don't enjoy being next to each other. So if you are feeling the need to structure some art, if you are feeling like your intuition is blocked, Neptune and Saturn together is also the energy of religion. So I don't know if you've seen a lot of religion running around lately, people trying to impose religious rules and structures into society. But that is part of the energy of Saturn and Neptune coming together. And we've really kind of been seeing this go on the past few weeks, but it comes to a head on February 20th. We are still going to be feeling that energy for the next few weeks. If you are normally not a churchgoer, but you are feeling like, oh my gosh, I need to join a group, I need to have some organization in my spiritual world, that's probably from the impulse of this Saturn-Neptune conjunction. Aquarius, this is in your third house. So this has to do with your siblings and your neighbors. There may be a Bible study group or a meditation group, or some neighbors may invite you to yoga. These are all symbolic, the same energy that's going on and this could realistically be playing out for the rest of the month, but on February 20th, it does come exact. Then y'all make sure to mark your calendars for the 21st and the 22nd of February. So Venus is trining Jupiter on the 22nd. We're still going to be feeling this energy on the 21st though. This is beautiful energy and naturally expanded. So food is just going to taste better that weekend. We're just going to laugh a little bit louder, enjoy ourselves a little bit more. Definitely go out and treat yourself. That impulse is going to be there to do that anyways. Aquarius, this energy is playing out in your second house and sixth house. So Venus is in that second house of money and finances. Money's probably doing a little bit better than normal. And Jupiter is in that sixth house of your health and daily routines. So this really looks like a massage to me. Like you need to go to a wellness environment, relax, take care of your health, and just enjoy yourself on the weekend of the 21st and the 22nd, Aquarius. Then on February 26th, Mercury stations. So it stands still in the sky before going retrograde. So whenever Mercury stations, it's typically not a good day for traffic. Your internet can glitch, technology may not work like it is supposed to. This is probably more likely on this Mercury stationing than most. Mercury is the planet that tells us how we think and how we speak. It's a little dreamy in the sign of Pisces. It's not as great with details as it would be in another sign like Gemini or Virgo. Mercury in Pisces likes estimates, it likes roundabout figures, and with it stationing in the sky, it's going to be a little bit easier to be confused on the 26th. Do not balance your checkbook on the 26th, Aquarius. So Mercury is going to be retrograde until March 19th. So if you can, Aquarius, don't make any big major financial decisions during this time. If you absolutely have to, please read that contract twice. Make 110% sure that you know exactly what it is that you're signing and that you're purchasing. Mercury in Pisces doesn't see things clearly anyways, and when it's in retrograde, it's doubly likely to miss a detail or something important. This is excellent energy for creative art or singing. However, this is in your house of finances. This is just an energy to be aware of, Aquarius. Also on the 26th, we are feeling the energy building up to the 27th when Mars in Aquarius squares Uranus. This is a difficult energy. It's going to be easy to be triggered, to go off on family. So this is the energy of family not being there for you, acting maybe inappropriately or in some kind of unusual, surprising way, and it really triggers you. You really want to give them a piece of your mind. You are really feeling aggressive. If you can avoid your family on the 26th and the 27th, Aquarius, I recommend you do that. Then on the 28th, Mercury and Venus conjunct. So this is a beautiful energy. These are sweet thoughts, sweet words. You are feeling and thinking positively about your money. Maybe money's better because you kicked a family member out of your life the day before and you don't have to spend money on them anymore. Mercury and Venus coming together is a fast-moving energy, but it is definitely welcome after the few days that we just had. Then on March 2nd, all that aggression you've been feeling with Mars going through your first house, all that energy you've been having, it shifts. It moves into your second house. It moves into Pisces. You're motivated to stay on top of your money. You're motivated to make money. This is also making it easier to impulsively spend your money. Then on February 3rd, we have the full moon eclipse in Virgo. So Aquarius, this is your 8th house. This is the house of money that you share with others. This is your partner's money. This is the secrets that you keep with your partner and that you keep with others. You'll be feeling this energy build up about a week beforehand. This could be the fruition of an investment This could be a secret coming to light. Someone's addiction may be exposed. It may be shown for what it is. And this could also be an overdue payment coming to be paid to you, Aquarius. Once again, as with all eclipses, it could take a few weeks for these energies to play out, but now you know what to keep your eye out for. Then on March 4th, Venus sextiles Uranus. So you may find something unusual to buy that day for your home or for a family member. Venus is still in that second house of possessions, of your money. And Uranus is in your fourth house. Your family's just been crazy all over the place. You've maybe started something new in the home these past few years, just making it different. Venus sextile Uranus is fun. It's eclectic. It's unexpectedly beautiful, maybe non-traditionally beautiful. This is a fast-moving energy, but that will be there on March 4th. Then from the 6th to the 10th, we have a bunch of different energies that are flowing together. So we start out on the 6th with Venus moving into Aries. So this is that third house. This is your neighborhood, your sibling. Aries energy is impulsive. When Venus is there, Venus is the planet of luxury, fun, laying back, letting people serve us, but it's not very well placed in the sign of Aries because Aries is ruled by Mars. Aries wants to go ahead and get it itself, fight for it. Venus in Aries doesn't wait on people to bring her things. She goes out and gets it. She conquers it. Think of a mad brawl at a Black Friday sale sort of energy when Venus is in Aries. Right after Venus moves into Aries and we have this sort of I'm going to get what I want to get energy going on the 7th, Venus conjuncts Neptune. Now Venus is still going after what she wants. She's just a little confused or maybe sensitive about what it is that she wants. She goes and she gets it and she doesn't know. It just doesn't feel right. On top of Venus conjunct Neptune on the 7th, we also have a Mercury cazimi that day. Now, a Mercury cazimi is when Mercury and the Sun line up. It's when the divine sprinkles brilliant ideas around humanity. However, the Sun and Mercury are in Neptune. This is more about feeling the energy rather than thinking clearly. This is an excellent day to do art, to sing, to pray, to meditate. This is not the Mercury cazimi for details. Normally I tell you to journal, to listen to the divine. This is a time to come up with creative ideas, to come up with art projects. We are not seeing things clearly on the 7th, even though it is a Mercury cazimi. Venus in Aries is still wanting what it wants. It's just confused by Neptune. And then this Mercury cazimi, which is taking place in Pisces, also ruled by Neptune. If you've got to be serious on the 7th, be serious about art. Be serious about beauty, about having fun with no boundaries. Don't worry about details on the 7th. However, the very next day, on the 8th, Venus leaves its conjunction with Neptune and meets up with Saturn. So this is a serious vibe. This is looking at numbers. This is looking at details and facts. This is having high standards about what you want. The 8th is the day during this period to read the details. This is your best bet at realizing what's going on. On the 9th, Mercury is still in Pisces, still seeing things in a dreamlike state, trines Jupiter. So we're definitely seeing the glass as half full. We know that things are going to work out. They're going to be okay. Oh my gosh, they're going to be great. That's the energy of Mercury trine Jupiter. It's going over the top and knowing we can succeed. This is a fast-moving energy. That is on the 9th. And then on the 10th, Jupiter stations. So when Jupiter stations, it's still in the sky. This is like a double dose of Jupiter energy. This is abundance, luck, protection in your house of daily routines and your health practices. You may be wanting to do 2 workouts at the gym on the 10th. Also on the 10th, Venus is sextiling Pluto. So there's some sort of rearrangement going on. Venus is in that third house. This is the community, the siblings. Pluto is in your first house, Aquarius. It's testing you. It's kind of rearranging some things in your life. And something about this impulsive fun with the neighborhood, with the siblings, is causing your appearance to be rearranged a little bit, to be tested, to be focused on. Now, when you look at all this energy from the 6th to the 10th together, it almost looks like a big impulsive purchase. Someone you know is probably going to buy a boat that weekend. They'll have the aha moment on the 7th that they need it. They'll do the paperwork and the contract work on the 8th, and y'all will be out on the boat having fun on the 10th. All these energies and their flow together are definitely big impulse luxury purchases that may not be wise, but they seem brilliant in the moment on this weekend. So if you do not have the finances for a big brilliant purchase, go ahead and put those credit cards on ice, freeze them. You can thaw them again after this weekend is over. Then, because remember all the planets are kind of grouped together, we don't have any more contacts until March 15th. On that day, Mercury and Mars come together. They conjunct in Pisces, your house of finances. So this is very much thinking about spending money, getting angry about having to spend money. The potential to be triggered around finances is there on the 15th, so be aware of this. In medical astrology, the second house is your body. So you definitely go on a walk on the 15th, get some of the energy out that way. You can also work this energy out in the bedroom, Aquarius, which is a lot more fun than going on a walk. Mercury conjunct Mars is a fast-moving energy, but be aware it is there on the 15th. Then on the 18th, we are at the end of the Aquarius lunar cycle. The new moon in Pisces is on March 18th. That is in your second house. This is finances, family values. There's going to be a shift, a new start in that area on the 18th for you, Aquarius. So we are at the end of the lunar cycle. I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Please remember to like and subscribe. Check out those links below and share this video with anyone you know who may be interested in living their life in sync and in line with the universe.